Hey, girl. So listen, here we are again. Pay attention. Another round of politics and commentary. DC and their new dictatorship that they find themselves underneath. Listen, as a cosmetologist, this world affects us all, no matter where we are in life, where we are working, or where we're not working. If you are a Black woman, it's a good chance you are not working right now. Seeing as though 355,000 and the number is rising, it's more like 375K as of today, that have been forced out. And this is in the last 90 days. So for anybody, Amanda Seals, trifling tale, always running her mouth. Um, for anybody that didn't think that we were targeted, yeah, hello, we are, yeah. So any woman that is finding herself out of work right now, relax, take a deep breath, um, let the tears flow if you need to, have a good glass of wine, and then use your skill set. We are the best at maneuvering and outmaneuvering any and everybody. There is nothing that they can do to keep us down. So maneuver, ladies, adjust, and find your way into your own career, or maybe that hobby that you didn't have a lot of time for. It just might make you more money than you've ever dreamed of. So go and run at your passion right now, ladies that got, laid off and pushed out. Okay. Now, as we sit here today, we are watching DC. For anyone who has family in DC, I know that I do. I will tell y'all right now, call your family and let them know to protect themselves, keep their heads on a swivel. Um, be at home. Be at home. If you want to work, go to work and be at home. If you got teenagers, make sure that they are inside of the home. Make sure, because this is PJ 25 is what we're witnessing live and well. This is not you know how Amanda Seals was out there screaming for everybody to go against Kamala Harris and just screaming. And it was so many people that had things to say about Gaza, but didn't realize what Gaza was to Black people. Go do that research for yourself and you're going to be shocked, like, oh my God. Yeah, learn to mind your business. Learn to tend to the business in your own backyard, the things that are happening to your own people. We have our own things to worry about. And we wouldn't be in this situation if so many people had not stayed home, if so many people had not listened to misinformation. Shout out to D.L. Hughley, who apologized to, Kamala Harris, to the Queen, for his misinformation. And he was like, all he had to do was a simple Google search and he would have figured out that he was wrong earlier. But he did come to his senses and realize that he was wrong. A lot of people didn't realize that they were wrong and they was just running their mouth. You know what I mean? We find ourselves dead smack in the center of Project 25 and them declaring martial law. They tried to do it in California. California was the big one where they was going to set it off. It was supposed to be martial law 3 months ago. If you read Project 25 and if you read Project Esther, if you read any of the paraphernalia from the Heritage Project, then you would know that this is all planned out. Our community, and we got to say the quiet part out loud, Black people, we are under attack. Period, point blank. We are not the minority. We are the majority. They fear that we will do to them what they've done to us for decades, centuries. This is what it is. This is what we see when we see white fear. We got to call a spade a spade. This is what it is. No one wants to say the quiet part out loud. If you look at everything that is happening, they're trying to bait us out into the street for some type of altercation. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to continue to wait it out. And when it jump off, we're ready. They seem to think that we haven't planned out this particular situation. We know what it is. We know what it is. We see what they're doing. We know what it is. The situation in DC is horrible. It's a lie. It's a scheme and a scam that Todd couldn't come up with. Understand, it's trying to not speak about that island. His right hand man lived next door to the island man for 25 plus years. You think his name ain't on that list? Didn't he mail order bride his wife? Come on now. You know what I mean? What is the guy named Maddox, the reporter? He been online spilling the beans about everything. Like, come on now. This is halfway a distraction, but this is a part of Project 25. And the Heritage Project is running America. Let's not ever get this misunderstood. The cities that he's naming off, they're at an all-time low for crime. They always, white people, in what they feel are positions of power, want to make the Black community bad and everything about Black people bad. No, let's talk about it. Black women are the most educated women. We outrank white women 2, 3 decades over. Their intellect level and our intellect level don't match. We are not the same. Okay, we've been the most educated for more than 30 years now. We passed Asian women a long time ago. We are the first women to make first time millionaires and to create multi-million-dollar companies. They have another study for Black women. Say if we start in the mailroom, give us a shy of 3 years, and we will be working in a position next to the CFO and CEO's office. We are that great. Okay. We are leading in first-time home ownership. We are leading in creating other first-time millionaires. Black women have climbed the social ladders of society. In our community, we are the highest paid. We've superseded our men a long time ago. So yeah, we're under attack. They want our community to be, down at the bottom. Look at our children. Look at the top, the most intelligent children right now. The scholars, they're all Black. They look like us. Everything that we've been through the worst situations. We've had the worst circumstances. We're not supposed to, I mean, if you look at it, we're not supposed to get anywhere. Hell, I'm not supposed to have a salon. But we fight. We find a way down and around all of the hoops and hurdles that we've had to jump through. And now here we are realizing, the false sense of safety that our community has had for a long time. We have to wake up and realize we are not safe. These people are studying us. These people have came to attack and to tear us down. They want to put us back in bondage, in servitude. This is what this is about. He said it. This orange man said it when he talked about, yeah, those people are made for those jobs. When they say inner city, they mean Black. Baby, that's code for Black. Just like he was talking about Baltimore. Baltimore's crime rate is the lowest that it's been in 30 years. And it's a Black mayor, a young Black mayor that has taken over and has taken the bull by the horns. The same thing with DC. DC crime rate is down 34.5%. And that's just for this year. It gets better every single year. He called in the National Guard, but he couldn't call in the National Guard for January 6th, right? And as you can see, they're not pointing out that as we speak of today, 9 Republican Party members, like senators and things of that nature, state representatives, have been caught up in child photos. And you know what kind I'm talking about. But they don't want to put the light on that. You know what I mean? This has been a nightmare coming for a long time. And as we can see, our Democratic Party, we sometimes you can't see the difference between the blue and the red. Right now, we had Gavin Newsom. He was talking that talk. Big Gav was talking that talk at first, right? So Gavin was saying that, we needed to gerrymander every single state. We needed to not send in federal dollars. He was really ready to hit him in the heart. Have y'all noticed that Gavin has calmed down and now he's talking about California? We're going to take a vote to see if we want to gerrymander. You notice who was standing out there when he said that? The dirty demon devil herself, Nancy Pelosi. That trifling trick has never been for us. She don't like Black women. She don't want to see Black women in positions of power at all. She's the reason that Jasmine Crockett is not leading the committee. She's the very one that led the charge behind them not wanting Kamala Harris on the ticket. Nancy Pelosi is one of them, and she needs to be excommunicated from the Democratic Party. She got to go now. Her and Chuck Schumer, they gotta go. And I'm gonna be honest, the quiet part out loud, Hakeem Jeffries, because for me, he is a lapdog for Nancy Pelosi. Now you see all of the states that was talking about gerrymandering right now and doing it today, like right now, not sending in federal dollars. You see that conversation has calmed down ever since you see Nancy Pelosi walk her old decrepit ass out there. Here she come. She is a op. She's a op. She's not for our party, and she's definitely not for people of color. Period. Point blank. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. This lady is low down. Go and look at her handiwork. And she was behind the party being broke up and being against Kamala Harris. She was behind it. She was the number one. You understand? Her and trifling Chuck Schumer was number one. This situation with us, every time we look like we can trust the Democratic Party, here come Nancy Pelosi proving that we can't trust them. So now they're back to writing letters. You see, Gavin Newsom wrote Donald Trump a letter. They're back to pushing a pencil while Donald Trump is out here throwing grenades. At the top of the morning, Democratic Party, y'all gonna mess around and end up on the wall. Hands made tale style. And everybody here that's listening, y'all know hands made tale, so you know what I'm talking about, the wall. Democrats are going to end up on the wall. When they took the life of that Democratic Party member lady, when she passed away, they walked up to her door and popped her. That was a warning to the Democratic Party. That's all that was. That was a warning. Understand that if you read Project 25, baby, it's right there. They have no intentions of us ever voting again. They have intentions of it being commanders and a dictatorship. That's what this is. Go read the Heritage Project. Go look them people up. They got another thing coming though. Black women, we can't speak for black men. Black women, we will not be going back into anybody's fields, anybody's breeding farms, all of that. We're not doing that again. That will never happen again with black women, baby. We got a trick for y'all. That will never happen again for black women. You better go listen to 50 Cent. It'll be white chalk on the ground, yellow tape all around. You know the rest if you if you listen to 50 Cent, Mini Man. We black women ain't going. We ready for y'all. We not going. We not going back to nobody's fields. You better understand that. And as far as the GOP girlies, baby, the GOP girlies out there tussling, okay? Bad Bill Taylor and Looney No Tunes Loomer, baby, they tussling online. They talking about how one another is sleeping around on husbands. Baby, they acting a stone cold ghetto trashy ratchet fool. They both need to be starring in their own Zeus Network show. Zeus cut the check for the GOP girlies, aka the Selenas of the world. If you've seen Handmaid's Tale, then you know who Selena is. Every GOP woman within the earshot of my voice, baby, you are a piss poor, pathetic excuse for Selena. And you know how she ended up at the end. Baby, you better look at black women as June, because, baby, we ain't going. And we're going to start from season 6, episode 4. We're going to set it off. You hear me? We not going back. We will not be going back. We will not be controlled. It's not going to happen. We leave that for the weak GOP white women that do whatever they told. Hey, Selenas of the world. And as far as Texas and the gerrymandering on the last little section I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to talk about Ari Lennox a little bit too. Look. The gerrymandering of Texas is happening because of this. Texas is blue. Texas is not red. It's blue. It's 8.25 million more registered Democratic voters, and that's a fact. Go look it up, okay? Texas has just been gerrymandered. It's not a red state anymore. It's very blue, and it's because of the 4 million, almost 5 million Californian people that have moved to Texas, and they're all Democrats. No one has changed their party. They just moved states. And some would say it was very strategic. Baby, we play games too, red people. Now, understand what's happening in Texas has been happening, and they want to remove Al Green, and they want to remove Crockett. They want them both gone, and both of their districts will be gone, and they will not be senators. They won't have a district. And that's the whole point. They want to get rid of both of them. I think Crockett needs to stay dangerous, as we say on the West Coast. I think she needs to talk to the nation for security. I think she really needs security. And I think she needs to talk to the nation for security purposes. I don't think that she needs to be in Dallas today doing any type of town halls and things like that. I don't think that it's safe for her, and that's my own opinion. I know that she's a Texas girl, so I know she nice with them hammers. My prayers are with her, but this is, she's experiencing the same thing that Auntie Maxine Waters experienced during the 80s. And, Bloods, Crips, and the nation protected her. You understand? We don't play about Auntie Maxine Waters. So she needs to have that same type of protection, because, these people, they have a plan. Like the Heritage Project is nothing to play with. These people have been planning this longer than before the Tea Party even became a thing. So this has been planned out, and just know that Project 25 is like 61% active, mostly in southern states. So I think people need to wake up. I think, as I tell y'all in every video, learn your neighborhood, 10 to 15 blocks out without using your phone. Learn different ways back and forth to your house. Take you a self-defense class, MMA, or from a retired military, worker, and learn self-protection, if you're able to. But you definitely need to have self-protection. We are going to a point of Project 25 where it's going to be sink or swim, where you're going to have to, fight or flight. Honestly, we are getting to that point, and that's what they want. And they think that they're going to be able to steamroll over Black people, and it's just not going to go like that, unfortunately for them. They have to realize that's how we got free, baby. We have beat these people. Every time they come up against us, they lose, and they lose bad. And this time it'll be the worst. So I pray that that actually don't happen. Before we get up out of here, to the I think it's A22 is the production company, or A20, y'all full of shit. The bullshit that y'all pulling with Highest to Lowest, the non-promotion and the non-money that was put behind that movie, y'all full of shit. This is the great Spike Lee and Denzel motherfucking Washington. Act like it. But we're going to stand on business and step behind ours. So Friday, we will be at the movies the same way we was for Sinners. We're going to show up and show out, because we always going to support our own. We're not finna let you make a fool of Spike Lee and Denzel Washington. Y'all have so many flops that don't look like Spike Lee or Denzel Washington. Y'all put millions of dollars behind them. Millions on a promotion, and the movies was flops and trash. You understand? We see what y'all doing. We see it. Everything that is great, the same way y'all are taking away our award shows and things like that. They don't want to show our greatness, because we've superseded them a long time ago. We've superseded these people who have no culture, and their origin comes from prison cells and filth and disease. We've superseded them a long time ago. And for the people that are building those all white towns, we don't care. Baby, we don't care. Trust me, we don't care. We don't. And we would still be in our all Black towns if y'all hadn't bombed us out. Trust that. So we don't care. Keep build a million of them. We don't care. Our last little issue, Ari Lennox has lost her complete and utter mind, and I hope at some point she finds it. Ari Lennox is so beautiful, so talented. That voice is God-given. She deserves everything great, but this is a sad case of a Black woman who has deep insecurity issues and deep issues with her complexion and her overall appearance, and she don't like what she see. And the internet is not your diary. You need to go seek therapy. Go get help. She's attacking the late great Bernie Mac online right now, and that's not right, and in my opinion is disgusting, because Bernie Mac is deceased, and Bernie Mac was a real good person. Unlike a Steve Harvey or somebody like that, that's no good snake. You know what I mean? Bernie was a good person, and Bernie Mac was hilarious. He was so funny. Um, she is just online making a fool of herself. The situation with Martin Lawrence, how she's trying to make it like, he was joking on Pam because she was dark skinned. Martin has never, it never was like that at all. She was comparing Gina to Martin. The true story is Pam is bad in real life. Pam was always beautiful. In my opinion, Pam was always the pretty one. I thought everybody thought that. Pam was always gorgeous, and Pam had the best comebacks on Martin. It was banter, it was back and forth. And I'm sorry, I don't think she could watch any type of comedy or any TV shows, from our childhood, us being millennials back in the day. This sensitivity, and it's not sensitivity. I believe she's having like a mental health break, honestly. We was talking about it in the salon today, and like I heard everything she was saying, and it's like, why are you talking about comedians and things like this? You have a song called Soft Girl Era. That's a beautiful record. JD put a lot of time into that, and you're not even promoting the record. What is wrong with you? This is why your label treats you the way that you do. You wasting time online. You getting more attention for bullshit than your damn career. Get a grip. Go seek inpatient therapy. Go ask Miss Iyanla to help you and free you of whatever demons is attacking you. Because this is embarrassing. You are paying more attention to the wrong things. Concern yourself with your career. Why are you not on tour with Brandy and Monica, dummy? That's the perfect place for you to be, on tour with them. You should be on that tour. Where's your management? Why are you not talking about that? Why are you not, atting my Brandy and Monica, I want to get on a tour. Whatever you got to do. Girl, you are ridiculous. And yes, you are the problem. I hate saying it because I argue people down like, no, she's not the problem. Yeah, you the problem. You are. Because this, what you doing with Martin and then attacking Bernie Mac is just truly disgusting. Go get you some therapy, inpatient treatment ASAP. I hope y'all learned a little bit on here. We talked about a little bit of everything. Oh, and before we get up out of here, Shador Sanders, baby, both them Sanders boys got out there and towed up. And for everybody that was talking all that talk, what you saying now? You mad because it's a black man who was outstanding, a #1 athlete in 2 sports. You know what I'm saying? A champion in 2 sports. Neon Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Always been a champ, a one-of-one athlete. You know what I'm talking about? And he turned his sons into many versions of him, and you're jealous. And you're jealous. Into that disgusting, piss poor, pathetic excuse of an owner of the Browns. What you got to say? You've been a loser for how many years? Have you ever got a championship? I think not. How many quarterbacks have you had? Trifling? And you trying to pop it on Shador? Well, he got out there on that field and he showed up because he was raised by a real man that taught him how to handle the scrutiny. And he walked up to that piss poor, pathetic excuse of a reporter with a smile on his face and asked him, what did I ever do to you? And that white man couldn't do nothing but put his disgusting head to the ground where it belonged. He couldn't even look Shador in the eye like a man because he knew it was hate and bigotry. But guess what? As black people do all the time, baby, we are excellent. What's inside of us ain't in other people. Big facts. Our ancestors built us different. And salute to Shador Sanders, and salute to them Sanders boys out there, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He tore it down with his first sack and all that. They really playing. And salute to Pilar and Deion Sanders for, creating amazing kids. And we supporting Shador over here the whole entire season, even though we don't fool with the NFL like that. Now, remember, I'm to start, you to finish. If you don't like anything that I said, go research it for yourself. Be respectful in the comments. I thank all of y'all. It's almost 200K views. Y'all coming around here, watching my channel, my shorts or whatever. I thank y'all so much. Please hit the subscribe button. Please share your comments and things below, and any topics you think you might want to talk about are here. Remember, I'm a hairstylist, so we talk about pretty much a little bit of everything around here. Y'all have a beautiful week. And to my beautiful sisters, stay focused. And this just gives you time to figure out your passion. Bossy, I'm out of here.